Alright, gassed up. Heading for the Yoop. Gonna go with the Oopers. I'll try to keep this drive video a little shorter, a little less rambly, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. I came up this way last year from pretty much the same place. Well, no, pretty much from the same place. But this time I'm going a little different route at the beginning. I think I'll join up to where I was before. The GPS gave me a different way and I said, alright, I'll try that. So we'll see how that works.
In 1/2 mile, turn right. Some hot cocoa sure sounds good. Turn right. This is much nicer than Santa's sleigh.
Thank you, elf dude. Alright, you don't need to see all this, do you? I didn't think so. There's an airport here. So far, my GPS has told me the right way according to everybody that lives up here. I'll turn right, elf man.
Remember, Santa knows if you've been speeding.
I know he knows. That's Traverse Bay, Grand Traverse Bay. Look, people out parasailing. Pretty nice day. Sorry about this guy's going. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. I waved at him even though I wouldn't have done that, but I can't blame him. It becomes a quite pleasing drive up here. Here we go. As I was riding in the past few days, I was riding in brand new cars. Brand new cars are a little bit different than a 17-year-old Class B RV. A little bit. But, as my little cousin kept calling it, this is my house car. I might start calling it that. I showed in a video, I don't know when this one is going to get posted, but I showed in a video a place called Riverside. And when I was a kid and we would go up to Platte Lake, we would always go to Riverside, the little motorboat out with like a 10 or 20 horse, a little bitty motor on it. I said, can I take a boat out on the lake? They said, yeah. Well, I got out on the lake and decided I want to go all the way down to the end of the lake and down the river a long ways to Riverside because they had candy and they had stuff there. So I set off on that. I got there and when I came back a storm had come up and that little rowboat, I would hit the crest of a wave and the wind was blowing so hard it would knock my boat over in the total opposite direction. It took me forever to get back. It was I was like 13 or 14. I was a little nervous and thought I was in trouble, and when I got back I was in a lot of trouble because I had not mentioned that's where I was going. But why I mentioned that is when we were up there, there's 2 companies now that do canoe trips on the Platte River, which is really neat because it goes all the way from Platte Lake through the Platte River and it goes into Lake Michigan. I think last year I showed the point. There's like a little channel where the water moves really quick. That's where you end up in Lake Michigan. It said that between the 2 companies last year they rented 97,000 canoes. And you got to realize the season up here is not very long. So when I was a kid, there were people coming up there, but not like now. It's nuts now. And we went to people's house on Platte Lake on that video I showed and spent the day and went out on the boat and everything. And there was a house for sale. It was a row back from lakefront, but it had like 5 feet of lake access. So basically you're allowed to walk through somebody's yard and you got 5 feet of access, so I guess where you could put a dock or something or leave a boat. And then it's tempting. Semi kind of not really affordable for me, but compared to the prices of other ones, it was semi doable. Because I Myself, I'd always wanted to get a place, but everything, I think it's probably anywhere you go now, if you want waterfront property, it is just insanely priced. Sadly, my aunt had to sell it at the cottage. It ended up being a home, but she had to sell it. If you're fortunate enough to have anything like that in your family, never, ever, ever, ever let it go. Find a way to keep it in your family forever, because no matter what you do now, it's almost impossible for a lot of people to be able to afford something like that. I've done a similar ramble to this in the past. It's sad how people get priced out of stuff now. But that was a great trip. It was so good to see family, extended family I hadn't seen in a while. Some I had never seen before. New peoples I met, which was great. Okay, that's enough rambling. The family I was with came up here to Torch Lake before I got up here, and they said, I've never been, and they said it was just gorgeous. Crystal clear. Closing in on Charlevoix and Petoskey. I guess they were also happy because, like I seem to do a lot, I brought some rain, and up here Michigan hadn't had rain in what seems like forever. They're saying everything was really dry, but the lake was way up. The people on the lake were even saying it's the highest the lake's been in years. So I haven't had much rain in the summer, but they had a good amount of it building up. Benny, why didn't I cut your nails, brother? Got that 1 foot digging into my thigh. Digs in there, and then the leg slides off, and then he moves it back up and the leg digs in. I'm already thinking about the bridge. It's not a lot windy, but it's a little windy. I'm really hoping for a low wind day. I like the bridge once I'm crossed it. While I'm on it, I'm a little bit nervous, but it's a good nervous, not a freak out nervous. Low wind, come on, low wind. Come on, Ben. Don't fall.
This is much nicer than Santa's sleigh.
Charlevoix, traffic jam. Alright, look out the window, buddy. Why didn't I cut those nails? You're killing me, brother. There, it's beautiful. 50 miles to the mighty Mac. I just had to slam on the brakes because of that RV. He got right up on top of a roadside rest and decided he wanted to stop. He realized he didn't have enough time and he had a bunch of people behind him. Slam brakes, grab cat, go right. Yeah, those probably missed them, but those flags are blowing pretty good in the wind. Oh, I don't want a windy crossing of that bridge. Alright, this is Petoskey. Petoskey.
Turn left.
I will, elf boy.
Continue on route.
Alright, you settled, Ben? It's nice too, as it hasn't been too hot. I've turned the air off more than I've had it on. When I was complaining before about just being so hot, I didn't want to max out the AC. I fixed it once and I'm so impressed that it's still working. Petoskey's a really nice little area. I've seen the ice and the process of thawing, and it's really pretty cool. I meant no pun. It's very neat. Can you hear that? That's what bad roads sound like in Cousin Eddie. But I mean, up here they get actual winter, you know, like serious winter, so it's to be expected. And then they have the problem of, you know, you do all the road work. Well, let's just look for a minute. That's pretty nice, huh? Problem being is you do all the road work in the nice time of year is when everybody's coming up here, so it makes it, you know, it makes it real difficult for touristy areas way up north like this to get the opportunities to fix their roads. And it's you know, it's never a quick process. One big construction site I came through, I heard on the radio, you know, they're a few months into their 2-year project. That is a long time. They want to look at the pretty stuff. Look at these houses. There's a lot of money up in these resort areas along the water. A lot. Often by people that have so much money but so little time that they rarely get to enjoy it. A nice day for a motorcycle ride, isn't it? Hey, that was Petoskey. I don't know if I was recording there. It's okay. I'm sure I recorded through there last year. Right, Ben? That's right, buddy. Making decent time. Every now and then the GPS goes a minute shorter to destination, which is good. Street fair or something. Nicks and knacks and stuff. Traffic. And north of Petoskey, the roads get kind of bad. I went slow, so hold strong, Eddie, please. Okay, YouTubers. You have choices in life. I could have went a different route and gotten to 75 further south of here and not taking 31 as I'm taking now. I couldn't remember exactly where it was really bad, and this is it. North of Petoskey, it gets pretty bad. I know, Pete. Kiki jumped down because it's too bouncy. It's terrible. I'm trying to go the speed limit, but Jesus. Doing Kiki on a cooler now, huh? Almost knocked you out from up by the coffee pot. Yeah, give Vinny a smell. He's licking him. He's licking his head. Got a little bit better. So yeah, if this trip happens again, back up there, Pete. Good job. My God. want to do the Alcan. And from everything I've heard, I might be doing a version of it now. Back up top with her head hanging over, her paw down, like she's almost asleep again in like 2 minutes. Trying to miss the potholes. Oh, let's be smoother now. Let's hope. And with a much later start than I wanted, I had to say my goodbyes. I'm really, really, really hoping to get a place to stay tonight. Hey, YouTubers, not youpers, YouTubers. We're about at the bridge, the Mackinac Bridge. So I will say on this portion of my travels, have a great and wonderful day. And let's hope the wind isn't too bad, because it's blowing a little bit, it feels like. Relax, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Oh yeah, there's a windmill going.
Don't try driving this car down any chimneys.
No, let's try driving across a bridge there, you silly elf. Alright, you can see it in the distance. Have a great and wonderful day.